So, something a bit different for the channel. Never had a C1 on the channel before, so I thought I'd do something a bit different. Keep it fresh. So let's have a look, shall we? Straight away you can see we've got a toe and eye missing on the front. And we've got a bit of lag appeal. And a few scratches on the sides, no trims. This side isn't too bad, to be fair. Back end's pretty rough, really bad lag appeal all the way across. And then we've got a big dent in the sealed end this side. So that's going to be the major work. It'll be fun to get out. The rest of the bodywork ain't crazy, it's not too bad at all really. This quarter's been done before and not very well, but we're going to do it anyway because there's work down there. And then the roof. We've got this along the top of here, someone's tried to get in the door or something like that. So we'll basically be spraying from here all the way around this quarter anyway, so it's not really going to matter. Headlights need a really good sanding. And then we've got this lot in here, absolutely trashed. Filthy. Don't get much worse than that. There's going to be a seats out jobby. It's all mouldy around the gear stick. Yeah, pretty rough. So where do we start? So let me know what you're thinking, everyone. How you doing? I'm Carl. This is Waterside Workshop. So I thought I'd just do something a bit different. I ain't had a C1 on the channel. I ain't actually done a C1 before, I don't think. Not on my own anyway. I might have done some repairs and stuff for other people and stuff like that, but I bought this one in to do the work on. It's going to be fun to do that rear dent on the sill and the quarter, because where that go in at that sharp angle, that's going to be a pig to pull back out. But we'll get the old dent pulling machine on it and hopefully be able to knock that all back out as much as we can, shape it up a little bit, and then I'll have to have a little skim just for me to smooth everything in where I've been doing all the work and all the pulling and stuff. But otherwise not too bad. That's going to be that whole quarter up and over the top, as I said. Looks like the rear bumper completely needs stripping right down and starting again. Probably the same with the front as well. So that's plenty of work already. And then obviously I've got to take the seats out on the interior to do in there. So we'll do it in stages. I'll show you some bits and pieces as we go along. I'm not going to do like a part 1, part 2 or anything like that. I'm just going to show you the car. Maybe I'll show you how to fix the bit on the side there. And then maybe I'll go do an interior video or something like that. And we'll go from there really. Instead of doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll just see how different things go. I'm trying out different things at the moment. I'm doing like weeklies, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. Seeing how they go. I'm doing the part 1, 2, 3, 4s as well. I'm just trying to mix that up as much as possible really. Tempted to go and do some auction content, because I'm often down the auctions and stuff and I see some pretty good cars going through, which I think people would like to see. So I could do that as well. Yeah, there's lots of stuff. So let's pick up where we can on this one. I'm going to get the old jet wash on it first, give it a blast, and see if we can get some of that lacquer off. But I don't want to get the Corsa in the background wet or anything. If you haven't seen that one, that was my last project before this one, and that's really nice. That's all I'm going to say is that is really nice. If you haven't seen it, go back and have a look. They don't get much better. It's the Corsa Elegance, which is really rare, and it's got a really rare cream, weirdy patterned interior, which you probably won't ever see again. I'm hoping it's going to go to a collector or something like that, but we'll see. Right, on with this C1. Got to be very thorough. Right, that should be pretty good for a pre-rinse. I'll just pop a bonnet and have a look and see what got under there, and then we better get some other stuff on it. So we're definitely not to my standard under the bonnet. As you can see, we're filthy, we're dirty, got rusty bits or flaky bits. Water bottles and stuff are dirty. Need to get it all cleaned up. Get in there with some good old cleaners. It's my own mix. I mix like 3 or 4 different things together. Been doing it for years now. I won't recommend it to anyone though, because I don't want you to put it on too neat and things start going funny, because if you do it and leave it too long, everything goes white and goes all weird. Which you definitely don't want. We definitely do want it nice and clean. As clean as we can get it anyway. The lid back on the old squirty bottle. It's laying down the side there. Shouldn't a lot of good really, is it? Don't fit very well, to be honest. Someone been trying to replace it and put the wrong one on. Yeah, I might have to get another one of them, to be honest. They don't really go on there. It's not a lot of good. Apart from actual dust and that, this is actually quite a clean engine. It's got no water leaks or oil leaks or nothing like that, which is nice. Right in there, get it nice and clean. Get all the chassis all around the turret. Just get everything you can really when you're trying to clean these up. I know a lot of people get worried about putting water on them, but I've only been doing it 30 years, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay. Nice Bosch battery, so they weren't cheaping out when they were looking at it, which is nice. It's normally a good thing. I've noticed the handbrake's got like 2 clicks. That's a bit too tight if anything, so it's probably just had brakes. We'll do this top panel while we're doing it. normally take these off and recolour them if I have to anyway, but whew, quick squirt under the bonnet. Nothing too crazy because I don't even actually bother to paint the inside of this middle bit of the bonnet, which is quite annoying. If I ever do have to paint one, I normally just do it just to make it look nice. And that should deal with under there for the first time. By the time I've done the car, I probably will have done it. Under there probably, well, no, good 5-6 times. I'll do it every time I come out, basically. Right, let's get the old blaster. Don't know if you noticed, but if you look close to the bumper and stuff on the bonnet, there's a load of white paint on it. Alright, someone had their house painted next to it. But I've got some stuff that will get that off, hopefully. I think I'll give it a little run, soon we got it all wet. Put the old heaters and that on, keep the windows and that dry, clear. Right, we need to do around the edges, just in case of getting in the little window seals and stuff like that. Not going to go too crazy because I've got most of it out already. As you can see as I'm doing it, look at the colour. You see what's coming out. Nothing worse than having all mould and horrible stuff around the edge of the windows and the handle and stuff. When all the rest of the cars all gleaming, that spoils that. So I'll quickly spin around the other side and do that, and turn you off for a minute. Do around all the old badges and the boot hinges, around the brake light. Oh yeah, there's loads on there. I blasted that as well and it's still covered. I'm probably going to take that out and reseal that because they do leak on the boot on these. I'm just doing it quick obviously for camera purposes, but when I do it properly, which will be on the final wash I do, I'm just going to keep showing you loads. That'll get a bit boring, but on the final wash I do, I'll really get in there with a small brush and detail it right up. This stuff is a bit harsh, so better get some more foam back on there before it starts eating into stuff. As you can see, I don't mind using the old foam. That's not a problem. It's worthwhile using it to get rid of what you need to get rid of. Right, now it gets us wash over with the old sponge. Yeah. This is when we really get to see what's actually on the panels and what's not. I can already see the roof's quite mouldy. We've got black trim along the top, it's got some mould in that under it, so we'll have to pull them trims out and do them. What I'll do is I'll just show you this side and then I'll go and do the rest of the car off camera, because you're not going to want to keep seeing me wash the car. Even with these few steps, that's already starting to look pretty good. It's obviously not going to dry up all shiny and nice. This is actually taking all the protection and everything off the paint. That should dry up quite dull and give me a base to work with. So we'll see what we end up with. Whoa. The old pot shot off the end. Clip gone loose. So we can get that back on. Yep, I keep putting it on. get it indoors so we can get it all dried up and start work on it. So I think we'll call that good enough for an intro for this one. And I'll move on a bit, get some more stuff done, and I'll bring you in for certain things on another video. And we'll show some bits and pieces. I've got to remove bumpers and stuff like that, so I've got some how-tos coming as well. And yeah, I've got to tackle that horrible interior. Then the big dent the other side. So we've got plenty to do on it. Paint work, big cleans. Need to decide whether we're going to put some alloys on it or get some trims and tidy it right up. It needs to look like brand new, not like that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye for now.